Well, good morning. Today I'm going to explore the idea of hope. And what I posted in the comments is that hope is a complete waste of your time and your energy. And you're probably looking at me going, "What the heck are you talking about, Lee? All I've got is hope." Well, I want to explore that because there's a lot of people in the spiritual world who talk about, well, I'm hoping for world peace. I'm hoping for this. I'm hoping for that. And I'm just going to go with the current of life and let life take me wherever it goes. Well, good luck to you. Because if all you're doing is hoping, come 1 year from now, you'll be in the exact same position you were a year ago. Because we weren't meant to sit around and just hope. We were meant to be creators. So when I look at the idea of hope, I know some people say, well, I've got to have some hope. Well, the question is, let's say hope is about better health. I hope to be healthier next year. Well, if you don't do anything, how are you going to be healthier? If you don't change your mindset about what a healthy body is for you, how are you going to be any healthier? If you don't change what you put in your body, that which becomes your body. Remember, all that you drink, all that you eat, your body takes and creates itself out of it. So if you're not changing anything you're putting in your body, why would your body change? If you're not doing anything to exercise your body, why would your body change? You see, hope or the ability to build a new idea about something in your life without action is absolutely fruitless. You know, in religious science, we teach. You don't just pray for something. You just don't hold the image of something, not at all. You move your feet in the direction of what your prayer is. You've got to be moving your feet. You've got to be taking action. If you're not taking action, nothing's going to happen. We are action beings. Do you get that? We are not just spiritual beings that have a soul and that soul just does everything. No, we've been given a body, we've been given a mind, and we've been given it with the ability to use it to create our lives. Why is it we refuse to take that responsibility? Oh, it's work. Well, yeah, that's what life is. It's work to get things done. It's like today I finally got notice that my book, The Power in You, is now available on Amazon in paper copy. It's also out there for Kindle. But it took me work. I mean, the Amazon people didn't like the way the cover was. We didn't just do one and done. We did probably 20 and done. But it was work. Why? You're taking steps in the direction of what you want. Zandy says, I don't know if I care about certain things lately. I know I do deep down, but I don't feel certain things anymore. Well, that's very general. I don't know how to address that. Here's what I know about something, Zandy. I can't care about your result. Do you know why I can't care about your result? Because I have absolutely zero control over it. But what I can do is if that you want me to support you while you go and achieve your result, I can be caring or supportive of you on your journey. But your end result, that's your responsibility. It's no one else's. Corey says, I was in a toxic relationship with hope that things would change. They don't change. The relationships don't change until you change. And you may change and your partner may not change, then the relationship's over. It served its purpose. That's really an interesting thing. A lot of people think that if I change, my partner will change. Sometimes not. But the key thing is you can't care about your partner, whether they change or not. You've got to become the man or the woman who you dream about, the highest image of you that you can possibly imagine. Why else would you settle for less than that to stay in a relationship? Hell no. If you have to settle to be in a relationship, is the relationship worth your time and energy? No. But have you bought into the illusion? Have you bought into the lie? Intuitive goes on and she says, Rev, your advice for a young person going through the spiritual ascension. Well, let me get rid of the word ascension. New Age comes up with all these crazy words. Here's what I think about spiritual awareness. Are you becoming more spiritually aware every day? And it's a journey that never ends. And spiritual awareness, the first thing you do as you're on this journey of spiritual awareness is you build a persistent and consistent meditation practice. That's number one. Number two, you have to know who you are. First off, you have to know that you're an individualization of the infinite. So there is a divine sense or a divine part of you. Then the second part of that is you have to know who you are physically. That's chapter 2 of my book, The Power of Knowing Who You Are. Because most people don't have a clue who they are. They don't know what's really important to them. They think they know what's important to them, but when they really do the evaluation, their life is not demonstrating that. In fact, most of the time, their beliefs about who they are beliefs that their parents gave them, society gave them, the church gave them, the television gives them. Just watch television and see how you're being domesticated and brainwashed every moment of every day. They are not teaching you to be an independent thinker. To be an independent thinker, you can't watch that stuff because it will penetrate. Ian says, I have a problem dealing that if I don't reach out to my family, they won't reach out to me. Then the communication just doesn't exist. Well, I asked the question, Ian, what is the benefit of the relationship the way it is? Is it serving you? Is it growing you? Obviously, the relationship doesn't have a value to them. Because if the relationship had a value to them, they would reach out, wouldn't they? So then you have to make a discernment within your own mind. What value do I get out of reaching out and maintaining this relationship? Maybe I'm putting too great a value on it. Maybe I can cut the amount of value and I don't have to reach out quite as often. I don't know what's right for you. I know that like with the relationship when my brother was alive, I talked with him once a year because I didn't want his negative energy in my life. Just because he was my brother doesn't mean I have to spend time with him. I'm always searching for the feeling of overwhelming happiness and emotion. Good or bad, I still learn. Yeah, Zandy, you know what? If you're addicted to the pursuit of happiness, it's a miserable life. Here's what you got to really do. You've got to be able, here's what spiritual awareness means. Spiritual awareness means being able to see the balance in everything in your life. You have to be willing to see the balance of everything in your life. Fully experience the joy. Yep. But realize there's another side to that. Fully experience the pain and realize there's another side to it. buying in with the affirmation that this too shall pass, because it all does. Everything passes. Yeah, my girl Jackie out there, she just ordered my book. In case you're not aware, on Amazon as of today, my book is available both on Kindle and in print form. The Power in You by me, Rev Lee Wallach. I would highly ask that you purchase a copy. And I ask that because I know if you're listening to me, you're going to get a lot out of this book. This book was written as a practical guide to creating a fulfilling life. You'll have it in writing and you can underline it. You can highlight it. You can write your questions on it. Where was I going today? Oh, hope. Give it up. If you're not going to take action about hope, give up hope. A lot of people want to pray for world peace. They're hoping for world peace. I'm going to tell you something. There never will be world peace because there's always going to be contrast. There's always going to be contrast. The only peace that you're ever going to find is the peace that you create within yourself. And that's where the journey of finding peace is. Becca says, how have you been feeling? Becca, today, better than ever. I am back to almost 100% Lee. Yep. I got myself a little steroid shot yesterday from my doctor, and he said today it was going to make magnificent things. Am I perfect? No, I still got a little cough right there. But you can tell, just feel my energy as I talk. I can see my eyes. My eyes are alive. I can see that. I can see my juice about wanting to talk to you today is great, because there were times in the last 2 weeks, gang, I didn't want to talk. But I did it because I love doing it. And thank you for putting up with me while I did that. Zandy says, I don't believe in 100% of anything. Here's a great one. 20% of the effort gives you 80% of the result. Now you have to make a decision. Do I want to give more effort, put more effort into something and get diminishing return on the effort? Or is 20% effort getting 80% result? Is 80% enough? I break it down into, let's talk about school. Okay? If I put 20% effort into math and I get an 80%, which is a B, is that enough? If I put 20% effort into reading and I get a B, is that enough? That's all I ever did. Most of the time in my life, I put 20% effort. I get the maximum out with the effort I put in. And then I move on to something else and use my effort to create another 80%. Because there is no such thing as perfect. You never get to perfection. Perfection is really accepting yourself right where you are. That's perfection. But to say, I'm going to have a perfect body, I'm going to have a body, that requires a lot of friggin' effort. I'm willing to put in 20% of the effort. Here's a key thing. Most people don't put in 20% of the effort. Most people don't put effort in at all. They sit around and hope and wish and dream. There's got to be effort involved. Well, so I'm going to ask you, go to Amazon, put in The Power in You, or put Rev Lee Wallach and pick up a copy of my book today. I would love for you to do that. I would love to get your feedback. I think it'll make a difference in your life. The reason I can say it, everything I wrote about has made a difference in my life. So all I'm doing is giving you the best I've learned about creating my own life. So with that, I want you to know, hey, I love and accept you just like you are. Go create a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.